I thought I was going to leave my husband and my children. I thought I was a terrible mother and a terrible wife and a terrible friend, and that they'd be better off without me. And I thought about leaving. Eventually they'll find a new mother who will be much better, who will be happier and will look after them better.
Kia ora, I'm Leigh Kerr, and welcome to Treading Water, a series where I speak to a range of people about their mental health journeys and how they found and continue to find hope when life gets tough. Today, I'm talking to Leigh Westley, mother of two, who left the corporate world to pursue work that she loves.
I think I used to bully myself. I'd have the negative self-talk, just thinking I wasn't good enough at whatever I did. When I got my degree or when I got married or when I had children, there'd always be some messaging to tell myself the most terrible things in my head that I would never say to anybody else. I never ever gave myself a break.
And when did you think, right, I need to get help, and recognised it?
The first time I really noticed that was when I became a mum. I'd gone through an IVF journey to have my children, and so my babies were so wanted. When I wasn't really enjoying it, I cried every day for about 9 months. I felt this massive guilt. You know, I'd see all these other mums who just seemed to be finding it so easy and natural, and I just found it so hard. I was trying to be the perfect mum and a perfect wife and keep a perfectly clean house. People would say, well, you're too tense, so that's why she's crying. And so then I'd feel worse. And so that was probably the first time that I really started to struggle with my mental health. And that's the first time I tried to reach out. I went to a GP and to talk to a cognitive behavioural therapist. And I filled out a sheet on depression. That was an eye-opening moment. Do you have anything in your life that brings you joy? Do you have moments when you think about taking your own life? Do you have moments when you're feeling sad? And I just marked everything as at the lowest possible number, and it was just when I saw that I realised exactly how bad I was. I don't even know how I was able to walk around and do the stuff I was doing. Then when I finally figured out what I needed and started to look after myself, then my mental health started to improve. She changed my life. She kept me, here. Prior to that, I felt like my view of the world was just almost like a black and white kaleidoscope, a really jumbled mess of darkness. Couldn't see any way out.
When did you first kind of get that, glimmer of hope?
I started taking antidepressants. The antidepressants somehow unlocked part of the kaleidoscope so that I was able to start seeing little glimpses of colour, and I felt like Leigh was coming back. Happy parts of my personality were coming back, and that's what life is like, that's what life should be like, and I want to get back to that. I'll never ever forget that feeling. It was a really life-changing thing to rediscover it. And now I appreciate the good times so much more, and I don't sabotage them anymore. Like, I don't look at something and find a negative in it. I just enjoy the positive and love it for what it is. Your mind is like your toolkit that you carry around with you. If you are saying really negative things in your mind, then when stuff that you have to face that's hard and you go to your mind and it's saying negative things, it's not going to be able to help you. Whereas if you're saying, hey, you can do this, you got this, you'll be able to get through this, you've been through it before, you can do this, then you'll make it through. I'd trained as a lawyer. I'd been working as a manager for quite a few years. It was one day when I was at work in an early morning meeting, and I just started to cry uncontrollably. I told my boss that afternoon that I needed to take some leave. I took 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I was still not feeling strong enough to go back to work, so I took 3 months off. And during that 3 months, I realised that the job I'd been doing was going to kill me. It was just too much stress and too much of everything that was bad for me. And then I resigned. I had no idea what else I could do or what I was capable of. And then I found something that I really love to do. And then I started up a dried flower business where I've created a website and, I've got this small business that I'm running. I had no skills or experience or any idea even where to start, and I would never ever have imagined, but I think it was just that one small step of taking leave and then resigning and then taking time to figure out my next step. I spent most of my life trying to figure out what I need for myself to live. Every job that I'd had before that I did for a different reason. I enjoyed the money and I enjoyed the status of it, but I never really enjoyed the work. It didn't really ever feel like the right thing for me to do. I just wish I'd known what I know now back then, because it was just years and years of just, wasted when my kids were younger, because I didn't really enjoy the time with them as much as I could have. I wish I'd spoken up earlier. I wish I'd just been able to reach out to people earlier and admit that I wasn't coping, and then I wish I'd found the right person who said, it's okay, you're going to be okay. You can go through the darkest, most horrible things in your life and you can find immense joy at the other end. I feel now that I'm the happiest I've ever been. I don't think I probably ever thought I would find this level of happiness. I feel contented with life. Life's not perfect. I still get mad at things. I still get angry and frustrated, and I still have all of the normal emotions that everybody experiences. It's just that I'm not mean to myself. I appreciate things so much more. I know how to look after myself now, so I now think I could cope with anything that comes my way.